Hello and welcome back to more Let's Watch Death Battle. I am the Max View Trades, and today's episode is something for the record books, for legendary text to be written down and pushed down by the ancestors upon ancestors, or descendants is the way I'm actually trying to put to words. Whatever! Chuck Norris versus Segata Sanshiro. And see, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure you already know who Chuck Norris is, yada yada yada, Chuck Norris facts, all that yargity yargan. We all know who he is and what he can do. But Segata, I'm willing to bet a fair number of you guys aren't entirely sure who that fellow is. Well, he's pretty much the single greatest person to ever exist in the history of ever, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have to sing his praises. I think the episode will do it for me. As for who I think will win, however, that is something I'm not sure there is actually an answer to. Realistically, you could make a strong argument for either of them potentially winning, but I'm relatively certain that this is more of a satirical fight than anything else. I'm not sure if we'll actually have a winner. I think something else might happen, but if you're asking for who I would like to win, I want Segata Sanshiro to win because he's freaking amazing, and that is without question. But, I just don't really know. I guess all we can really do is watch the episode itself and see what actually happens. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be amazing. Let's do this. Alrighty. A battle of the two strongest men in the universe.
All tales of superhuman feats have existed for as long as man has been telling stories.
True.
And today we pit the greatest of these legends in a clash of East meets West.
Chuck Norris. No real introduction needed.
Yeah.
Segata Sanshiro, defender of the Sega Saturn, of all things.
He's very dedicated, there's nothing wrong with that.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Surprised there's sprites of both of them, honestly.
In ancient China, there was a legend that one day a child would be born from a dragon and vanquish evil from the land. That man is not Chuck Norris, because Chuck Norris killed that man.
Carlos Ray Norris, yes, that's his real name, was born to a humble
His name is
family
Carlos?
in 1940.
Would not have seen that coming.
A student and all-around physically unintimidating pacifist, his childhood was pitiful.
That is, until he answered the call of his country, joined the United States
He
military,
trained
and
Bob
began
Barker.
training
That's
in
funny.
martial arts. From the day he threw his first punch, his life was changed forever.
Turns out Chuck is unnaturally gifted in the ways of violence.
Oh yeah.
After his military career, he wandered America for 10 years battling in martial arts competitions.
Oh.
He racked up 183 victories, held the professional middleweight karate championship title for 6 years,
Wow.
and became the first Westerner in the history of Taekwondo to earn the 8th degree black belt.
I didn't know he was actually good at stuff.
Chuck achieved black belt status in 5 additional disciplines: Tang Sudo, Karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, and even one he created, Chuck Kwando.
Say what you want about the guy, that's genuinely rather impressive.
Universal way, where Chuck harnesses the powers of the universe to achieve superhuman feats.
Here we
With
go.
one hand, I can crush coal into a diamond.
So impressed at himself, he hired a team of filmmakers to
not even
document
really
his
possible,
newfound
honestly.
powers. Some of these real-life accounts include the Delta Force, Walker, Texas Ranger, and Chuck Norris, Karate Commando.
He once stared down a bear. That was pretty cool.
According to these archives, Chuck can kick a man so hard that he does 6 backflips, fire more bullets from a machine gun than it can actually hold without reloading, and even transform.
Well, to be
into
fair, that's something all
fucking
action heroes
animals.
can do. I saw the Nostalgia Critic review that movie. It was funny.
Why doesn't he do that more often?
Because the most dangerous animal in the world is Chuck Norris.
Fair enough.
Chuck has taken his already unprecedented abilities even further through over 35 years of intense training on his secret weapon, the Total Gym.
Oh, that
He
stupid
even
thing.
had to create his own pants with a secret gusset to keep them from exploding off his body due to his sheer kicking power. He calls them Chuck Norris Action Jeans.
That's pretty
Naturally,
awesome.
powers like these have spawned hundreds, no, thousands of myths describing what Chuck Norris is capable of, making it very difficult to separate fact from fiction.
The hell was that?
Until Chuck released a book officially chronicling 101 of his favorite feats.
Ah.
Fact number 67. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he pushes the earth down.
Fact number 95. Chuck Norris is so fast he can run around the world and punch himself in the back of the head.
That is
Fact
not
number
possible, but
80.
okay.
According to Einstein's theory of relativity, Chuck Norris can roundhouse kick you yesterday.
Fact
Seems
number
legit.
71. Scientists have estimated that the energy given off by the Big Bang was roughly equivalent to 1 CNRK.
He can unscramble an egg?
Roundhouse kick.
That's
And
impressive.
those are just a few of the ones that we know are true. In addition, legend has it that beneath his magnificent beard lies a third fist.
Well, that's not even a
Chuck is
myth.
as
That's
tough as
true.
they come, or rather tougher. Once, after being beaten unconscious and buried underground inside a truck, he revived himself with a beer shower and miraculously drove the truck out of the earth.
Wow.
He's proficient with many different vehicles. Speedboats, helicopters, a motorcycle that shoots rockets, and weaponized dolphins.
Who he can communicate with.
I'll take care
Really?
of the fish. And you guys make sure no one gets out of here.
Is that a sumo wrestler?
He also has a keen sense of awareness and is ready.
I kinda wanna watch that cartoon
Even
now.
A giant alligator parachuting in through a window.
Okay, now I have to watch
Together
it.
a team of heroes and saved the world on multiple occasions.
Oh, that is awesome.
This guy really is all that is man.
But don't mistake unrelenting masculinity for perfection. Despite his impressive martial arts record, he's still suffered a total of 10 losses.
Oh.
And that's not to mention his massive amount of chest hair. Although infinite
Ow.
as a source of power, it makes him easily grabbable, and even once aided in his own, death at the hands of Bruce Lee.
Ah,
Luckily for Chuck, death itself fears him.
Stupid
so
Mike
he just
Huckabee, get outta
kind
here.
of Kept going.
In all our years
Oh, yeah.
of research, we've never found an opponent worthy enough to take on the roundhouse kicking, beard punching Texas Ranger. Until now.
oh yeah.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
Look at their faces. I was like, I don't know, man. That sounds kind of stupid.
Japanese folklore hosts a plethora of horrifying tales. Raiden, the god of thunder, devours the stomachs of children.
Messed up.
Kappas, monsters that dwell in rivers, drown their victims and rip their souls out their anus.
And have
then
hair
there's
similar
the
to Mo
legend of
Howard.
The Karate Master, who will beat you within an inch of your life if you aren't playing a Sega Saturn. His
Segata.
name is Segata Sanshiro.
Sanshiro! The greatest man to ever step foot on Earth. Yes!
Segata Sanshiro.
Yes!
Children.
To hell with you, children! Segata!
From Segata's wrath.
In 1997, Sega's latest console, the Sega Saturn, was failing.
Never owned
Nintendo
one.
was dominating the market, and things seemed bleak for this once great video game titan.
That is, until a mysterious stranger appeared with a plan so crazy, it just might work.
Ah!
He traveled
In a
the
previous
land,
life was a motorcycle
beat
riding
the shit
cyborg
out of
superhero.
anyone not
Oh, that's
playing a
awesome.
Saturn.
And
They referenced Kamen Rider.
sales skyrocketed alongside the hospitalization of Japanese youth. But not much is known about this mysterious savior.
We do know that when he appeared, he had a giant Sega Saturn strapped to his back, which he uses to train his physical and gaming prowess at the same time.
Damn
And he
straight.
appears to be dating Sakura from Sakura Wars. Yes, he is somehow dating a video game character.
He has achieved
Well,
what
I'm
so
not
many others have
surprised
tried to
because
do.
this guy has done some
Obtain a
pretty amazing
waifu.
things. He's kicked a baseball for a home run, raced over 60 miles per hour on ice, barefoot,
Yes.
and won the World Cup by throwing a player into the ball to score the winning goal.
He
Yes!
is a master of disguise and breaking and entering. He can duplicate and resize himself an unlimited number of times.
That's gonna come in
And he
handy.
once took down an entire club filled with people in only 3 moves.
Because
But his
physics is
favorite
for
and most
common
powerful
men.
Technique is his earth-shattering judo throw, which can make his victims explode upon impact
Twice?
twice.
Yes!
Just a few short years, Segata had successfully terrorized his entire homeland into loving Sega's floundering console.
Yay!
Sales even surpassed those of the Nintendo 64.
So naturally, the Big N got jealous and launched a huge-ass missile at Sega's headquarters.
As you do.
No corporate squabbles.
But
But
then,
Segata, who apparently resides on the roof of the Sega HQ,
Where else would he
demonstrated
live?
to the world his most impressive feat of all.
He just straight up leapt off the building onto the missile and stopped it against a glass window. Then flipped it around and rode it into space.
yes,
A
he
missile
did.
That size would travel around 3,600 miles per hour, something that no window pane in existence could possibly withstand. Just to stop it without cracking the glass, Segata would have had to make the missile weigh less than it should upon contact with him.
Wow.
The only possible explanation is that Segata is simply exempt from the laws of physics.
Hell yeah, he is.
Capable of almost anything.
Awesome.
As surviving the vacuum of space.
Well, until the missile blew up and he died.
No, he didn't. He's made appearances since then. Come on, you guys. The research shows.
Did he?
There we
The
go.
parting words from the Japanese commercial announcer claims that Segata will always live on in our hearts.
Well, of course.
But also, he lived on in, the regular way.
Yeah.
Most are blinded by the tears of sadness in their eyes. If you look closely, you'll see what appears to be a shooting star. Or Segata re-entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Yes!
Don't just take my word for it.
1 year after his supposed death, a strangely similar-looking man appeared in the game Rent-A-Hero number 1.
Oh.
He mentored the main character in the ways of martial arts.
I did not know that.
To have once been a great hero himself.
Neat.
Then in 2012, as Sonic and friends competed
There it
in
is.
of ages, a man bearing a giant Sega Saturn on his back was seen steering a missile away from the track.
Yeah.
The most irrefutable evidence of all came in 2013, when Segata Sanshiro himself crashed a Sega Sound Unit concert and
Wow.
performed his own theme song live on stage.
Cool.
Video footage was destroyed, but we were able to recover a few surprisingly high.
He looks good for his age.
And as of the February 2015 issue of Archie's Sonic the Hedgehog comic, a familiar-looking judo master fought the Blue Blur in a tournament on Mobius, which is our own Earth 3,000 years in the future. There's only one logical conclusion. Segata's not only alive, he's immortal.
Wow.
May not be able to conquer Segata, but he in turn has difficulties against the death of others, specifically club zombies.
It's a very specific weakness, though, so don't hold it against him.
Revived the Saturn, his skills were not enough to keep Sega on top forever.
Perhaps
Well, no one's that powerful.
he remains shadowed in anonymity is that he is biding his time, waiting for the right moment to step into the light and rescue Sega yet again.
God knows they need him now more than ever.
Yes, they do.
Regardless, it's safe to say that all should heed Segata's parting words. Or else.
Where can I find one?
Alright, the combatants are
Okay,
set.
so I'm not gonna pause in between the fight and the analysis. You know what I think?
For a death battle!
I don't know. The fight can go either way. I want Segata to win, but hey, anything can happen.
Return to Delta Force right after these messages.
Chuck, don't you be ignoring Segata. Oh no, you didn't. Well, you're gonna die. Ah! It's gonna take more than that! Awesome! Ah! Brutal.
You come back in here, I'm gonna hit you with so many rights, you're gonna beg for a lap.
That's not even a very good quip. Holy hell! Beard fist! I gotta get me one of those. That is rather fast, but it'll take more than that to stop Segata. Oh! You gonna explode? Once. Twice! Sadly, that won't be enough, I'm sure, but it was glorious all the same. Oh boy! Oh, here we go. What can you do about this? Nothing! Holy hell! Giant Segata! Damn! Oh, well, there goes the Earth. And he pushes it down with a push-up. Aw, come on, Segata. You've got more left in you. Yes! Not my normal Saturn, but it'll do. The best part is, I'm pretty sure Saturn's rings is like a collection of rocks. I don't think you can actually pick it up. Oh! Into the sun! Motorized meteorite. Neat. Oh! Well, there goes the sun. Deal with it! Oh, that's not good. Well, it's amazing, but I don't know what it means for them. The hell?
Apocalyptic!
Okay!
Holy shit, that was awesome! But who won?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they're still going. Our instruments just can't pick them up anymore. I believe they might have ripped a hole in space-time, so they've either traveled to another dimension or completely destroyed their plane of existence. Or both.
Well, God have mercy on wherever they ended up. I guess this one just kinda spaced out.
I'm okay with this.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, which one's it this time? Oh! About time this one showed up. Nightmare of Soul Calibur. I am an evil night guy with a fleshy sword. It has an eyeball in it. Fear me.
And you are? I'm Guts.
I have no idea who Guts is. Well, actually, I do. I mean, I didn't when I was told that I was gonna have to research him, but I didn't at the time. Dude's pretty awesome. This is going to be a very good fight with very big swords. I approve wholeheartedly. Every fight just keeps getting better.
If you guys enjoyed the episode, I mean, come on, how could you not? Please like, share with your friends, and subscribe.
And if you want to know about more weird characters, check out our latest Who Is, all about the Green Lantern.
And don't forget to register for Screw-Attack's convention, SGC, right now. Go to SGConvention.
I'm actually going to be attending that if anybody out there in the audience is.
We'll be there.
Thank you.
And I will be too. It will be pretty swell. Alright, everybody, that was Chuck Norris vs. Segata Sanshiro, and like I thought, yeah, I didn't think this was really going to have a conclusive winner. I also sincerely doubted that either of them were going to lose. I mean, in their analysis themselves, it pretty much flat out said that they're both, by all intents and purposes, completely immortal, so it makes sense that neither of them could really lose. So, I guess what's really happening is that they're just fighting forever. And they're just gonna constantly, non-stop fight each other for the rest of all of existence. And probably continue to fight after that. And you know what? I'm okay with that. All around that is pretty dang awesome. Most people would probably be gypped by a tie like that, sort of. But you know what? I think in this specific instance, it was warranted. And by Jove, that's probably one of my favorite fight animations for this show ever. That was so cool. He threw Saturn's rings at him. That is amazing. Well, alright. Hope you guys had a super fantastic time. Next time you decide to watch a video of mine, it'll probably be the next Death Battle reaction, because that's all people seem to watch. Woo! It'll be Nightmare from Soul Calibur versus Guts from Berserk. Hopefully you guys will be there, because it should be pretty dang awesome. See you all then.